my diamonds cold, then my golden clothes. Walking in this a show, walking in this a show. Flashlight, ooh, flashlight, ooh, flashlight, ooh, yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are waxing our armpits today, and I want to show you guys how I do it. So I got this kit from Amazon. It is a roll-on waxer. This is the wax machine that it comes with, wax strips, 2 of these honey liquid waxes, after wax treatment, and I got the baby powder separate. So just a quick disclaimer for you guys, I am very much still a beginner at waxing my armpits. I definitely don't want to pay for something I can do by myself, and I'm honestly considering on doing Brazilian waxes on myself, but I'm scared. We're not there yet. I need to perfect my armpit waxing first. So this is how my armpits are looking. I honestly grew them out unintentionally, but intentionally at the same time, because I knew I wanted to make a video about how I wax my underarms. And yeah, this is probably honestly like a month of growth right here. Now, just because I waited a month to wax my underarms, you definitely don't have to. But I'm just gonna show you guys like some tips and some things that I have learned along the way while waxing my underarms, because this is a journey. This is a whole thing on its own. And waxing yourself is definitely not for the weak, especially when you can grab a little dollar razor and some shaving cream from Walmart and just shave. I have yet to wax my legs or even attempted to wax my legs. So if you guys want to see that and you guys want to see me make a video on my first time waxing my legs, definitely let me know, comment below, and I definitely will do that because I want to do that as well. Okay, now let's talk about this roll-on wax. So what you see me doing here is grabbing the wax strip and rolling the wax on there so I can get that gunk off of the first top layer of it, and I can just roll the wax onto my armpit or onto the little wax strip, and I could just put it on there and just basically rip it off. Now, as you can see before, if you were watching the actual clips, rolling this stuff on here is actually pretty hard. I do recommend at least heating your wax up for at least 30 minutes to an hour, honestly, because sometimes it takes a long time for it to warm up and sometimes it's fast. It just depends. I'm not sure. So you definitely want to keep constantly putting your hand around the waxer to see how hot and how cold it is. So I recommend honestly just keeping it on there so it can stay hot longer, unless you're just going to keep the cord on it to where it's powered in the wall and it's continuously heating it up. Now that you have waited for your wax to heat up and you feel like it's hot enough or whatever, don't be like me and rushing the process and just putting this on there, because look what happened. Just look at that. Like, it was not sliding how I needed to slide. It was just a hot mess, and I was actually getting frustrated when I was doing this because I was wondering what I was doing wrong. And now that I'm actually looking back at these videos, and even after I got done with waxing my underarms, it was because my wax was not hot enough. So y'all, learn from my mistakes and just keep that thing on the charger. Just leave it alone. If you know you're finna wax your underarms, just leave it on there. Save the headache. And also another tip that I definitely want to give you guys is don't forget to put baby powder on your underarms. Without that baby powder, your skin will burn. Honestly, I've had that happen to me the very first time that I had waxed my underarms, and it burned my skin, and it was probably a rash there for probably about a good week or two. So throughout this video, you're going to see that I'm grabbing my waxer and rolling it onto the wax strip back and forth a couple of times throughout this video, because again, my wax was not hot enough, and I should have just let it sit and let it warm up. Also, rolling the wax directly onto your armpit hair is optional. I'm going to do one side where I am rolling the wax directly on to my skin, and I'm going to do the other side where I just only use the wax strip to kind of show you guys the difference in between the two. I ain't gonna lie either. I do tend to sweat and get a little bit nervous when I start putting this stuff on here, or right before, you have to yank it out. I don't know if it's my adrenaline or what's going on, but I tend to sweat. I get nervous because I don't want to do it, but I hate having underarm hair. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to press down the wax into your hair as much as possible. So for one, the wax can stick, and for two, you pull as much hair as much as possible without having to keep doing it over and over again. As y'all can see too, I missed a spot. Like I'm telling y'all, I be getting nervous when doing this. I really don't be want to do it. I think it'll be easier if somebody else does it, but you know how that goes. You don't want nobody like doing it. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. All right, y'all. So now I'm about to pull, and look what happens. Like, it just comes off like nothing. No hairs even come off. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, what I did wrong. I'm not sure, but this does happen. And look look at my hair. Oh my gosh. So here we go. We're going to try it again and see what happens. Okay, so I'm prepping up my second strip, and we're going to put it on there, and hopefully we get a good pull this time around. So when it comes to actually pulling the strip, some people pull it up and some people pull it down. I pulled it up, and look at my face, y'all. My face cracks me up every time, and look how much hair come out. Honestly, I'm not mad at it because the first time around I didn't get nothing, but look at all that on there, on my underarms, and then look at the strip. So am I mad? Yes, because I didn't get it the first time, but no, because I got something off at least. So I'm getting ready for the second strip right now, and honestly, when it comes to doing multiple strips, you definitely want to watch out, because you can, and more likely you will, start to bleed on your underarms. And I don't know if it's a heat rash or what, if it's just a friction of the wax and you ripping it off, but it does tend to like burn a little bit, which is why I'm happy that they put the after wax treatment inside the box when you purchase the kit from Amazon. And here it goes for the second time. Of course it hurt my face, but look how much hair came out this time. So honestly, everything that's going in my mind is like, what the heck, why is it not coming off? But I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'm definitely not going to do a third one. I'm just gonna pat it and remove as much hair as possible with the wax that's already on my armpit, and just call it a day. And as I said before, your armpits will start to bleed. As you can see, I did bleed a little bit, and I didn't even get all the hairs off, but I'm gonna stop irritating my skin and give it a break and just move on to the other side of my armpit. Yeah, so when I was getting ready to do my second strip from my other armpit, it started to burn. Like, my armpits was really hurting. So I make sure I use the lavender or whatever it's in that cloth and put it on my armpit as soon as possible to cool it down. And this definitely helps. I'm not gonna lie, whatever all the stuff is in there, that helps. It's just a little bit oily because I think they put oil in there, but it helps. Definitely use it. Here goes round 2. As you can see, I didn't put any of the wax on my armpit prior, and I just want to show you guys the difference between the two of using wax on your armpit and on the wax strip, and just using the wax strip with just the wax on there. So when it came down to the second pull, I think this one was so much better than the first one. A lot more hair had came off. Still not as much I would prefer it to be the whole thing, so I don't have to keep irritating my skin and waxing it and pulling the hair off. But I think, me personally, it's way better when you just use the wax strips by itself. But everybody's body is different, and I do recommend doing both just to see which way works best for you and your skin. So this is how my hair is looking so far, and I do want to note, while I'm this close on my armpit, you can see, if you guys ever have a problem with having dark underarms from shaving from years and years, I definitely recommend waxing, because as you can see, my armpits got lightened, very light from waxing. I've only waxed myself probably 4 times. This has to be my 5th or 4th time. And now this is how your armpit should be. It should be baby soft. It should have all the hairs off. It should be super clean. And look at that. Literally just amazing. I love when it looks like this. You can tell that the hair follicle is on there. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to put the little oil back on there. And honestly, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. But that is today's video on how I wax my armpits at home as a beginner using the Amazon roll-on wax kit. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please turn your bell notifications on so you guys can get notified every single time that I have post a new video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.